Welcome back. My name is Andre Tyson to another segment of Keeping Your Head Above Water. And so, in the first segment, I just talked about my experience growing up in Jamaica. And in this segment, I'm basically going to talk about, why I wrote this book. And I'm telling you guys, this is one of my favorite amongst my listener from my podcast, which is currently on Spotify or iTunes. And then a couple of my friends who've actually purchased a copy of this book. And the reason why I wrote this book is depends on everything that's going on in the world. You are alive for such a time as this. And so that people are stressed out about the economy and all this other stuff, right? And so you have to tell yourself, I'm not going to go down this way. I need to fight back. I need to win, not lose. I need to live, not die, because great is he that's in you than he that's in the world. And so these are the things that you have to tell yourself why you're basically going through this life. And so the idea of keeping a head above water, there's all these different things in this world that tends to pull us down. And so when I put all the different things in this book, I'm telling you, there will be some chapter, or if not all, that you'll be able to relate to. And the reason why I say that is based on my experience. My experience is in marketing, sales, and customer service. So I'm always meeting people from different walk of life all around the world. And so we're able to share different experience, different things that they go through. And the last but not least is I've been a mentor at the House of Correction. So you're talking about mentoring guys who have made bad decision in your life, and I'm helping them to get back on the right path. So therefore, again, we're sharing all these experience into why you should do the right thing or why you should do this because you're going to have a much better outcome. Now, based on this book, this is also the number one favorite among book club. And so some of the feedback that I've actually gotten from this particular book, based on a different book club that actually gone through this book. So say, for example, you're someone, as this poster right here, we're talking about, loving yourself. A lot of people have a hard time loving themselves. And so the idea is like I go into detail in terms of why it's important to love yourself, and so they said that people who are having a hard time loving other people is a result that they can't love themselves, and so I talk about that. The next thing I talk about is the idea of family. Sometimes family, man, could be like one of the most amazing things they can ever have, but the same family at times, man, they trying to pull you down, they trying to do all these different things. And so you have to figure a way, how do I keep my head above water with all these different things that you're going through? And as you can see, I'm going through all the different things in this book that have the potential of pulling you down. But at the end of the day, you have to find the strength within yourself to say, you know what, I'm not going to go down this way. I need to keep my head above water. So if you're in that relationship and you feel like that relationship is pulling you down, maybe it's time for you to cut loose. And sometimes that relationship could be that right person right there that keep you firm, secure, and strong. And that could be the anchor right here that keep you in line, that keep you, grounded. Here's the other thing. A lot of people get into certain situation where guess what happened? Financial situation, and the shark right there is a predator in the ocean of deep, and they're out there to get you. So again, how do you protect yourself? And last but not least, you have the fear. A lot of people are afraid of the unknown. It's a perfect love drive of fear. And so you have to get in a situation and say, okay, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so all these different things that are happening in the world, and again, these things are meant to pull you down. You have to find a way to keep your head above water and to break free of all these things that has the potential of ruin your life, pull you down to a point where you feel like giving up. So I hope that throughout this series, some, if not all, of what we're going to talk about is you're able to connect with, and you'd be like, wow, I totally understand where you're coming from. So that's it for this segment. Come back where I jump into chapter 1, why it's important to love yourself. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Bye now.